Hi everybody. I did a little test with the Neewer CM28 microphones a while back, and now that I've had them a while, got to use them a little bit. Found what I like and do like about them. What I do like is I've never had breakups with them. They always seem to work good. I can walk a long way from the camera and still they pick up. There's only been a couple of times I've lost signal, and that was because I was way out of range. So that really beat the other ones I've had, the Cinco G2A1 or whatever they're called, and then the cheap ones that I had in a video a while back that I ordered on Shopee here in the Philippines. So right now I am running the Neewer through recording. Because I have built-in recording, I use recording as a backup. And right now you're hearing the sound directly from the GoPro 12, which I'm using right there. Now also I'm running on the Nikon P950, and right now you're hearing the sound using the Neewer connected to it. The sound for the camera is coming through the microphones here. Now the problem I've noticed before, and I'll go back to recording now, because sometimes if I use this camera with these, it's way what you call overmodulated, muffled. So I'm going to try setting the sensitivity down on the camera, see if that helps real quick. So I'll do that real quick and come back. Now the one thing I did notice about these, if I'm using the backup recorder, which I do a lot, and sometimes I just use it as a standalone recorder for my camera, because if I'm using the GoPro 12 on a gimbal, I don't want to hang the receiver and the adapter on the camera, because it throws the gimbal off a little, balance and all that. So a lot of times if I'm using the GoPro 12 or my GoPro 4, I'll just use onboard recording on these, just use them like a voice recorder, and they work real well for that. The voice comes out good and everything. Only problem is the volume is really low, so what I have to do is in edit bring the volume up a lot. So that's one drawback I've found with these. Now I'm back to the Nikon here. Other than that, these have been pretty good mics. I do have another camera that I use sometimes. It's the Canon M200, and I just got a different lens for that and adapter, which I'll do a little video on that here in a second. But so far I've really liked these Neewers. They've been the best wireless mic I've had for cheap wireless mics. I've never had a DJI or anything like that, but I've been really happy with these. Like I said, the only drawback is sometimes on the cameras, like right now if you're listening to the Nikon, it might be overblown. I don't know. I won't know until I go to edit this video. So I'll go back to the recording on it now, unless it sounds good, and then I'll just leave it at that. But so the only two drawbacks is, like I said, the overmodulation, and if using onboard recorder, the volume, you have to bump it up on edits, because it's I mean, it's, you can hear it and everything, but according to the volume graph, it's really low, so I have to bump it up where it's even with what it should be. So that's it for this one on these Neewers. I'd recommend, if you want a cheaper pair of wireless mics, these will do the trick for you if you don't mind doing a little editing to raise the voice or maybe adjusting some cameras. But they've been way better than the Cinco G1A2s or the TMGs, whatever they were. You can see another video about that if you look through my videos. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.